So it was a Monday. I still remember it perfectly, like it was yesterday. It was actually just Tuesday. Anyways, it was Monday, and I was in my own business playing video games, hard at work as usual, Mr. Bezos. And someone knocks on my door. I attend the door. Was it holding a TED Talk? And I got a surprise. It was my best friend's sister on the door. Well, so to get off, he's presenting. She had this blank face, like no facial expression whatsoever, just a blank stare. She got the Slenderman virus, someone please help her. Then I noticed that she had something in her hands. She was carrying a VHS, and the VHS had a sign on it for Fred. For me, I thought to myself, but why me though? She looked at me with the same face expression. Jake wanted you to have this. I asked her, confused. Couldn't he have come here and give it to me personally? Me being all innocent. She just turned her back and said, he's dead, Fred. Then she started walking. Where? Oh, away? Into your house? Just up? I stood there for a couple seconds, processing what I just heard. My best friend? Dead? How? What happened? Did he kill himself? What's going on here? I like to think he's just Solid Snake. A lot of questions started popping in my head. Just general questions. But then I saw the tape Jake left for me, as if he hadn't seen it before. Closed the door. Oh, what? He wasn't finished. And went back inside. The curiosity got the best of me, and I wanted to know what Jake left for me in the tape. And also, what else were you gonna do with it? Was it his last will? I thought. Well, that's what I wish it was, but I was wrong. I grabbed my parents' old VCR, set up the TV, and set the tape in. Set the tape in what? The TV? Placed my finger on play. I still wish I didn't press that button. As I pressed it, the tape started running. I quickly pulled out my lasso and reeled it back in. And this image of my best friend's face came on. There is no image attached, just this image. He had no expression on his face whatsoever. Just like his sister, I thought. He also caught the Slenderman virus, but I heard it's not fatal, so he should be fine. He had bags on his eyes. Well, he should take them off then. And he looked like he didn't sleep for weeks. He looked weak and inconsolable. Oh, you know him. In his cries of fear, he started talking. Fred, honestly don't know what's going on, he said. It was hard to understand, but in his cries of suffering, his voice is breaking from time to time. But I caught myself into this. Well, throw yourself out of it. If you're watching this, then I'm definitely already dead, and my sister followed my instructions to give this VHS. Fred, what you're about to see is real. It's no urban legend. It's so real. The curiosity got the best of me. I wish I should have stopped playing. Wish I had stopped playing the tape moment. God, I had so much time at that moment. Then he continued, ever heard of the urban legend, the Channel 1? Then I asked myself, the Channel 1? Then he continued, yes, you heard me, Channel 1. Oh God, he's gonna come out of the screen. You know when you watch TV, the programming always starts on Channel 2, but not Channel 1. No, I've not noticed that. Who watches TV these days? That's weird, isn't it? I guess. Maybe the dude who has the rights to Channel 1 just doesn't use it. Why would you start off from Channel 2 and not Channel 1? You see, I heard this story from an old crazy guy sitting in the park. Amazing ethos. I believe that guy. He told me the story of this urban legend. You just said it's not an urban legend. Actually, wait, earlier you said, ever heard the urban legend Channel 1? You just said it's not an urban legend. Is it an urban legend or is it not? According to the old man, there's this figure, or demon, or ghost. Very specific, very good ethos here. Nobody knows what exactly it is. What it exactly is? All these creepypastas have like terrible phrasing on everything. That's what I've noticed. Like the grammar can be alright, but like they all have like weird phrasing. When you realize about the Channel 1 thing, you already get caught by him. Then I asked him, who's him? Then Jake started to break into tears for about 5 minutes. I started to cry a little myself. Started to cry while also timing it. Even though I consider myself a tough person. Okay, pal. I felt the pain he was going through. Oh, Jake, what happened to you? Kept asking that question in curiosity. Do you mean I kept asking that question in curiosity? Then Jake took a breath and kept going. His first breath of the entire tape. There is a ghost or demon or whatever. Very scary. In Channel 1. Fred, once you are aware of the Channel 1 situation, in exactly 1 month you're going to die. That's what the crazy old man told me. At first, I thought it was just a joke. I laughed at it for days. Nothing's that funny. What could be so funny they laugh at it for days? And can I please see it? Never saw the old man ever again. I mean, did you check? Did you look under overpasses, on some park benches, homeless shelters? Did you really check? Weird things have been happening along the days. I've been seeing weird things, Fred. I've had nightmares as well. Disfigured man trying to catch me. A disfigured man? No, disfigured man. Must be his name. Don't know why. He told me that he wanted something from me. I don't know what it is, but I'm scared for my life, Fred. He started breaking into tears once again for a few minutes. Oh, you didn't break out the clock this time? I just stared at the TV, crying as well. I felt his terrible pain he was going through, the horror in his eyes, knowing he can't sleep or go out anywhere else. What? Is the demon outside his house just chilling and waiting for him? It was so horrible to see. Then he said something that I will remember for the rest of my life. Fred, it's been 1 month since I heard the crazy man's story. I gasped to myself. I thought, is this that got you killed, man? What is that sentence? Is this that got you killed? What are you talking about? It couldn't have been right. I'm not a very superstitious person, but at this moment I believed everything I heard. This is all I have to tell you, Fred. Goodbye. He reached his hand, apparently to stop the video from recording, but the video didn't stop there. It was like I needed to see the rest of it. The video kept going. As Jake removed his presence from the camera, he sat in front of the TV, breaking into tears once more. Once again, my curiosity got the best of me, but the following images that went through the rest of the video will be forever imprinted in my memories until I die. In about a month, I'd say. I noticed his watch. It was a Rolex, which is weird because he still owed me money. It was 2:59 a.m. When it got into 1 a.m. on his watch, his TV turned on by itself. At this moment, I didn't know what was going on. He started to panic a little bit, like he saw something really scary. Really scary, huh? Man, I wish I could be seeing something really scary, but instead I'm reading this. I grabbed my remote control, set the volume to the highest. So not only did he not say, I set the volume to the highest, but he also set the volume to the highest instead of just turned up the volume. That's when I heard it. I heard weird moans coming from Jake's TV, and that was when I heard it. The moans, I would imagine. Where's my face? My face. I need my face. I need a face. I need your face. I started screaming in fear. Run, Jake! Run for your life! Jake didn't seem to move. It seemed like he was seeing something on the TV, something I couldn't see with my eyes. My heart started to burst in fear. He just started having cardiac arrest. I could feel Jake suffering. Jake started to scream in agony and pain. The look on his face when he was screaming, so horrible, but he says it in another paragraph, so it's completely devoid of context basically. I can't get it out of my head now. I saw this shadow coming out of the TV, reaching out for Jake. When it reached onto him. Reached onto him? You mean reached him? You could have said that. The room started to brighten up, brightening everything up and not letting me see what exactly happened to Jake. You make the tape go on, right, Mr. Demon? So he sees it and then you don't show him? What a tease. It got bright for a few seconds. After that, it was over. The TV got shut. Jake's body... The TV got shut. Can you shut a TV? Did it have curtains in front of it? Okay, probably meant shut off. The TV shut off. Jake's body just ended up there, lifeless. It just felt at that moment like I could go inside the tape and help my best friend.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
But at this point, he was already gone. I looked down on the floor in sadness for a few seconds. That's actually just where he lives. That's when I heard it. I heard this whisper coming from my tape, saying, "Your turn." I looked up at the TV screen in shock. The video stopped in static. I stood up in fear as I saw how my VCR completely burned off Jake's tape inside of it, and with that, destroying everything I saw. The next day, I was reading the newspaper and saw Jake's freak accident according to the newspaper. I saw the picture of his lifeless body on the newspaper. What? What newspaper would show a lifeless body? Also, who reads newspapers? Also, who uses VCRs? Bro, how old are you? I get this story's probably written in 2013 or something, but that was still old for VCRs. There was not a VCR in my house in 2013. I'm surprised his sister didn't come to the house, give him the VCR, and he responded, "Man, if you don't take this primitive, cryptic gift home, get out of here." But anyways, the newspaper would not show a dead body. Like, maybe you saw it on Twitter or Live Leak or something, but not on the newspaper. Imagine you trying to potty train a new dog, you look down at the newspaper you're using, and it's just like, oh, that's a dead body. Anyways, back to the story. His face didn't look normal. He had no face anymore. Yeah, he caught the disease. But it was replaced from someone else's. From someone else's? From whose? It was like if someone grabbed him and bashed his face many times and left it disfigured. That's not someone else's face, that's just disfigured. It was so horrible. I don't know how much time I have left. It's been a month since the video. I've been having all sorts of nightmares. I've been seeing weird things. Things that you can only see in your dreams. Unimaginable things. To have dreamed it, you had to be able to imagine it. At this point, I just can't sleep anymore. I can't even type properly. Yes, we know. Been having typing mistakes when I reread everything I've typed so far. Yes, we could tell as well. I've been experiencing everything Jake went through. But if you're out there and have read this story, let me tell you that it's not entirely over. I've been doing a lot of research, and people who have encountered this thing have escaped it. They say it's the ghost or the demon attacks the victims once you're alone in a room with the TV. Once you've heard of the story, you have exactly 1 month left. It's a good thing my audience is very small, otherwise I would have a lot of blood on my hands. 1 month after getting aware of the Channel 1 story, and leave him there at exactly 1 o'clock a.m. Lock him or her inside as needed. The demon or ghost will take the first person already in front of the TV. It's like if you and your friend exchange lives. You take his, and he takes yours, suffering the most horrible death. It's cruel, but it works. Using him or her as a scapegoat. He keeps swapping between like being gender inclusive and just saying him. Even though you sacrifice someone to live, he will still come after you. There's no way of escaping it. While you sacrifice someone, it's still gonna be you on the upcoming month. You're still cursed. But if you really wish to live, you must sacrifice people each month. I think this is what he wants me to do. Give him fresh souls to take. Give him all the faces he needs. He wants us all. Alright, let's start the yapping. So, I don't actually think it was that bad. At least in comparison to the last one I've read, which you should watch the video if you haven't already. But I think it's not that bad really. It's like pretty generic curse story. Basically, it's like The Ring, but it takes place over a month. The words were kind of weird and the old technology was kind of strange, but outside of that, I don't really think there was anything like notably stand out about it. I mean, there was like the starting sentences with the words, but you know, all of them do that. It's like, just, you're not supposed to, but I don't think it's really taught in schools that much, or at least not emphasized, so, you know, it's not that bad. And like, I mean, he didn't mention creepypastas in it, it was coherent at least. Like, good structure to it, you knew what was going on, it wasn't just like thing happened that are completely disconnected from each other. It might be the difference because like this is a curse story and those are generally better, not like a gaming pasta or a The Killer story. So it's at least coherent. Honestly, this is like better than some stories that are on the Creepypasta wiki still, like Squid vs. Suicide is still on there. But like, it wasn't terrible. The snap at the end was cool. I mean, Lovecraft does that in a lot of his stories, so I mean, it's understandable. It's not just like, I started killing for no reason. For the website, pretty good. By normal standards, could use a second draft. But that's really it. Thank you guys for watching.
She's mine, wonder when she'll be mine. She walked past like